Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And as I'm sure all of you are very much aware, Blanc and Jean are currently live in-game. Their banner is up. You can summon for them. I've already got a video going over, if you should summon and, what their kits are, so we won't talk about it in this video. We're just going to go over the other things that this live stream announced as far as future incoming mechanics and other things like that. So, first off, there is a social media campaign going on Twitter where if we get all of the interactions, we get 10 stamina potions, 30 of the matcha puddings, a battle flame, 2 shards, and then another free multi on the ticket banner. Not the Primal Demon meta, but the Season 3 big ol' EX banner that's going on till the end of September. That is what these tickets are for. But moving ahead, obviously Blanc and Jean are here, and we have a few other things as far as a roadmap is concerned. So let's see if I can pull that up really fast. All right, so here's the JP version of the roadmap. There is a global one that we'll pull up shortly. But on 4/9, which is today, we had the release of Blanc and Jean, and then we have 3 more items slated for release at the end of April, which we know that the next meta is coming on April 25th. So these items are going to be arriving in just over 2 weeks on the 25th of April when the meta changes over. Now, I'm not going to go through the Japanese one because they have a global version up on Twitter, and we'll look at that first. So, new characters coming, new feature, new nation building district, and new equipment enhancement starts late April. So, let's kind of jump into that, see what we've got. And we have the first one, team up with other chancellors and communicate with them via chancellor unions. So this is the chat functionality that was announced last month that we didn't really like, okay, cool, whatever. But it is connected to a guild function. Slime is getting a full-on guild function in the game at the end of this month. So not only can you chat with them and put stickers in chats, but you will have a number of things that you can do that can enhance. Oh, that's not it. That can enhance other people's experiences if you're part of that guild. So, Tempest Guild level 1, we have these items that are temporary buffs, and you can see that they're labeled specifically for Beatdown Battle or Valor Cup or just kind of in general things. And you will acquire these through summoning using some sort of currency, and then they will be active. And then there's also these other passive effects that give you random drop rate up. Extra flames during Tower of Isis, extra cores, extra things, just extra things in general. You use special barrier stones to send items to the members of your unit and work together to get rare items. This has a ticket in it, right? This has a shard in it. So these things are going to be very, very impactful, and you might get a lot of free stuff here. I don't know how it's going to work, because obviously this happens in Japanese and it's not active yet, but we can either support our guild members with passive buffs that last for a certain amount of time, or we could support them by increasing drop rates or straight up giving them tickets or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't go into too much detail for it, but there's a barrier stone. Boom. And then we are able to use a currency called union coins, and this is where we will get those passive buffs or active buffs, whatever you want to call it, alongside just farmable materials. And union coins are going to be a thing that we get from some other way. We'll check that in a bit. So that is Chancellor Unions and Barrier Beacons. So guild functionality, I don't have ideas for the guild yet. It's not even out yet, so don't ask me to join the guild or anything, because I have no way to even say yes or no to that. So moving on, we have the new nation building district, and it's going to be kind of like Disney, like a Tempest Land, I guess. It's got this giant flower slime. It's got carnivals and stands and stuff, and it's called a tourism district. So that's cool. It's going to bring a number of new things. I think the JP version is 10 new buildings that you can build, which will do, a number of functions. And also something very important that's going to tie into this new equipment enhancement function. So we have these new ores that are specific for accessories, weapons, and jackets. And what it's going to do is it's going to add new substats to your gear. So we have these three options right here. We have a purple, we have a gold, we have a silver, we have a purple, and we have two golds. They're going to be random rolls, and they're going to have different effects. And then we have a 6-month celebration while the anime goes. So that is an English overview, but the JP version obviously dives in a lot more to what is actually happening. Also, we have the Octagram second skill fusions. These are already in-game as well. So they already had their first skill fusion. Now they're changing up their second skills. I'm going to make a video going over them separately later. But here's the Barrier Stone. One is the passive like attack and defense buffs, and one is those drop rate buffs or anything like that. So we have the sticker function. We have the fact that you can use the Union coins to pull for these items that you can then equip onto your dragon, your Veldora statue thing, and it will give people passive buffs. And then moving on, we have the functions of the actual guild and how it's going to work. So I have these typed up right here. So, you can thank Google Translate for this. So, take it with a grain of salt. First bullet, you can earn rewards by completing the mission, join the alliance. So, join a guild. Second bullet, you can activate barrier pillars to obtain various strengthening effects. So that's the passive buffs. You will be able to obtain a Federation login bonus. So if you're part of a guild, you will have an extra login. It doesn't say if it's daily, weekly, monthly. It just says login bonus. You will now be able to earn rewards at the Union Coin Exchange, which is that summon feature where we can get those materials or those passive buffs. And you saw that we used Union coins for that. The number of construction relief requests will increase. So when you're building your town in Tempest and you're like, hey, I need to cut some time, I'm going to send these requests off to my friends so I can cut it down by like 10 hours if you're maxed out. You're going to get more of those. We don't know how many more, but if I wanted to request aid and if I had not already done it, then we have 60 attempts and it's 10 hours fully cut down. We're going to get some increase to that number if you're part of a guild. And it will probably correlate to how big the guild is and how many members you have. We don't actually know the full details. Next up is enables communication between members. That's the whole chat and sticker functionality. Pretty impartial to it. That's what Discord is for, right? And then alliance rewards can be obtained from events, which makes it sound like we're going to get some kind of guild battle or guild only function that you and your guildmates will take on. This seems interesting. Again, there is no information about it. This is literally all they gave as an overview of what is going to be part of said guilds. But it does, excite me a little bit that we're able to interact a little bit more with our own players and take part in some giant raid or something like that our guild can do. There are these stones right here, which are currently in-game. They're part of a bingo board, and right now we can't do anything with it until the 25th. So it's the Chancellor Union get dragon spheres. So whether this is related to the upgrades of the new gear or it's related to the guild functionality, we are going to be collecting these until the 25th when the stuff actually drops. So this is free stuff. Don't know quite what to do with it yet, but it is available to us to get. And then we have the explanation for some of the new buildings in the new Tempest area, Tempest land. 10 new buildings right here, and then these buildings right here. This says that we're going to get a way to get crystal income, which, again, it's Google Translate, so it could be magic crystal passive income, whether it be super low or something, and there will be buildings related to the construction of the new gear functionality. Okay, game. So we can see right here that we have a space hammer as an example, and it takes one of these magic ores and 10 of these weapons items and some gold. And you have the option to choose physical or magic, and that's going to be your first definer, right? Do I want to equip this on a magic character or a physical character? And that's going to determine the buffs that you're going to get, or at least how you're going to activate said buffs. So we've chosen physical. Okay, well, now we got these 3 random buffs right here, and you can choose which one you want to activate. And they're all going to do different things, they're all going to roll different colors. I don't know if we actually have control over that or if we can re-roll gear for perfect stats now. I don't know if that's a thing. But this first one, all of these say if equipped to a physical character, because we chose the physical option over here, then we can get 6% pierce power, 1% attack, 3% synergy power, right? And that's just for one of these options. So the other 2 options would have differing buffs. So it's a way to make gear even stronger and make it even more specific down to a character. So Earth Guy, right? EX Earth Guy uses an Earth Greatsword. I would choose physical for that Earth Greatsword, and I'd be like, okay, hey, I want extra crit damage and attack and something else. If that's a good roll, then that's what you're going to pick. And it's going to take this new currency, and it's for everything, right? It is for all options. We have the accessories, we have the jackets, we have the weapons. So I assume there's going to be HP substats, probably defense substats like guard rate or something, guard power. It's something that I've been asking for in the game for a while to make our units stronger as far as gear is concerned, because gear is very, very simple in this game. So this adds a little bit more depth to it, which is very, very nice. But that's all that was really covered. There is now pity on the 3 times per day ad summon banners, right? So you do this one 3 times a day. Now there's pity if you watch 100 ads over, however many days that takes. You can get a guaranteed 5-star ticket. I personally don't watch them. I don't really play on my phone that much, but for people who do, this gives you extra incentive to watch these. And I've seen people pull EX characters off this, so it's not total loss. They are free summons again, so whether you take advantage of that is a different story. This is for Japan-only residents, but that was about it. They talk about things that are already active in game, the medals that you can exchange to get the EX ticket. We have the free monthly login to get the free Rimaru's. The first one was Dark Protector Rimuru. I'll do a showcase for him soon. And that's about it. So, like I said, there wasn't a lot, but there was also a lot coming at the end of the month. So Blanc and Jean, guild functionality, new gear enhancement, and a new Tempest building area, which the Tempest area is going to, I assume, be this mysterious third slot right here. Not third slot, but last slot that you can't access right now. And that's where we'll be building everything. But that is the coverage for the live stream. Let me know if you're excited for this guild functionality. It's something that we have been requesting for a long time in-game, and it looks like we can, buff our guildmates, give them extra shit for drops and stuff. That's awesome. New gear, substats is awesome. But let me know your thoughts. That's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.